got all these questions on my mind. I wanna see what you really like, and what's them secrets you really hide. But I really wanna know.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Phoenix Novell, and I am here with another Musicians on Gigs artist interview. I am here joined by the one and only KAYRINA. She is an amazing singer that I had the privilege of meeting out here in California. We performed on the same stage, and I felt like it was time to bring her to my audience. And without further ado, KAYRINA, bam, here
What's
she
up,
is.
y'all? KAYRINA, check me out.
In the house. So I wanted you guys to get to know her. I wanted my fans to get to know her. And I wanted to ask her some questions. I wanted to get to know where she's from. And if you guys want to take that journey with me, without further ado, you ready, girl?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so I got some questions because my brain cells sometimes ain't always on full point. I'm going to have to edit all that out because that was just ridiculous. Anyway,
let's go.
So what's up, guys? All right, so once again, I am going to start the interview process asking KAYRINA a couple questions. And here we go.
Let's do it.
So number one, KAYRINA, where are you originally from?
I was born in Oakland, California.
Okay.
And instantly, my parents drove us to Louisiana because my dad's grandpa, he had a house out there.
Okay.
And so for the first 4 years of my life, I was growing up in New Orleans.
Wow.
Yeah. And
what was that like?
I remember, I was super young, but I remember everyone being super friendly.
Okay.
Everybody's sitting on their porch, and then there was no sidewalks. Nowhere.
Really?
Yeah, no sidewalks. Okay. But that's pretty much it, because I was super little. But Hurricane Katrina happened.
Wow.
Yeah, and my family evacuated before Hurricane Katrina. We evacuated. My dad had literally Googled what's the safest place in California, and it told him Marin County.
Okay.
And so we moved to Marin County.
Wow.
Yep, and then I grew up there.
And how old were you when you left from Marin County?
I was 16 when I left Marin County.
All right.
Yeah, I just decided to go because I didn't like it anymore.
Hey, that's usually how it happens, right? You just want to get up and go. So, do you have any musical influences in your family? Anybody who was singing with you that inspired you to sing as an artist today?
Well, my brothers all like to rap.
Okay.
They would freestyle. We would all be freestyling. My mom, she loves to sing. She stays singing in the bathroom. She'll stand on the toilet with the hairbrush.
Mom, for real?
Yeah, she's in it to win it.
Okay. So do you only sing or do you also rap?
So I feel like my style it's like sing rap.
Okay.
So I'm not like vocal, but I'm not like hardcore rapping.
All right, so you got a little bit of your mother and your brothers, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, because I'm like, when you said that, I'm like, okay, sometimes, usually we'll probably gravitate towards one or the other, but today's artists, it's like the more you can do, the better. Right. Everybody, like Doja Cat, and Cardi, everybody's singing and rapping, and Nicki. So I just wanted to know if you feel like you kind of, have those same qualities in terms of your music. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
I feel like most comparable to Post Malone.
Oh, wow.
Like Polo G. Some people say like Janae Aiko, but I think that's more of like a vibe thing.
I like her too.
I'm more of like the vibe.
Okay.
But yeah, just some reference.
I love everybody who you just named. I really, really like those artists. And I remember you performing. I remember you singing to me. Oh, I listened to your music. I think you're a dope writer.
Thank you.
I think that you have a very beautiful tone and so much potential. I don't think I got a chance to really hear you rap or spit like that.
Yeah.
I look forward to that. But I definitely felt that kind of, that vibiness that you're talking about, that it wasn't like, and I am telling you, but it was it was a smoothness to it. It was a coolness to it that I was like, I would like to hear some more stuff.
Thank you.
That's what's up.
It's coming. It's coming out. I have 2 songs out right now.
What are they called?
Fly in the Waves is the first one.
Fly
it's like
in the Waves?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a poppy song. Mm-hmm. It's most closest to pop.
Okay.
And then How Deep just came out. That one's more like an R&B feel. Like a little more like cooler feel to it. Not so vulnerable, but still like still there. You know?
So let me ask you, I just got this in my mind. As a writer myself, I'm always curious to know what the writing process is for other artists. Do you find that you first hear a melody in your head and then you have lyrics, or do you get lyrics and then you decide to put a melody to it? How do you usually do your writing process?
So if I find like a beat that I hear and it just really makes me like feel some type of way, then I'll start just like humming things without words. Like
okay.
I'll just be like,
so melody first.
Then I gotta feel. Then I'll wait on it until I feel something about something that really happened, like in my life. Like I'll go through something, and then I'll go back to that beat and those hums I was doing. Then I'll put the words in there because now I'm feeling some type of way. And I feel like when music, you gotta feel it. That's the most important part.
I agree. I'm the same way. I would say sometimes I'll have, like, maybe because I started off with poetry first myself. My mom gave me a typewriter before she passed, and the first thing that I was doing was I was just writing how I felt about life.
Right.
And then I don't know what happened or how it happened, but I started trying to rhyme with it and then singing Heaven later. That was the last thing. It was really weird for me. But I just had all these lyrics, and it was like, can I turn that into a song?
Right.
So I think for me, it's more, it depends on what it is. Like I'll just have this poem, and then I say, I think that would be great in a song, and I'll revamp that, and then I might create something melodically for it,
right?
Or I might hear a beat and I'm like, yeah, I think that would be great for that. This is a great melody with those words. So it's a combination for me, definitely. Yeah. I want to ask you, do you feel like there is anybody out there right now that's kind of like your inspiration? In terms of, oh my God, that's where I see myself in the next 2 to 5 years, and that's what I want to do in terms of where I want to go as an artist.
I don't think there's anyone out there that's doing what I see myself doing in the next 5 years. I feel like right now with the internet and like social media, everyone's being influenced by each other.
I agree.
Which is a great thing.
Yes.
A good thing, but if it's just a little bit too much, then everyone starts to kind of blend in a way. And I feel like what I want to do is not let everybody else's influence affect me to the point to where I'm not KAYRINA anymore. I'm like a result of everybody else, but I'm KAYRINA, but I'm KAYRINA, but I've been corrupted by social media.
And you know what? It's like, it's such a delicate thing because you could hear just the faintest. You could be watching an artist perform,
true,
and just hear something they do musically with their voice or something that the track does, and then you have another idea that's just sparked in your mind, and then now you
right.
feel it. So it's very delicate. Like I think that inspiration thing, it's so hard to trace.
Yeah.
Because you just feel it and it just takes you to another place. And I'm like, so I mean, you definitely sometimes have to fight for where am I, so that I don't just, so that you can't just play my song and then play another artist's song and you can't tell the difference.
Right.
You have to fight for that originality, but at the same time, when you go so far to the left and people can't relate, it's almost like, do they, you know what I'm saying? Are they ready for this?
Right.
Will they think this is too weird, or will they get it, or is it? And I remember when, what's his name? The Weeknd first came out.
Mm-hmm.
It was a shot in the dark because his hair was different. He was sounding like Michael Jackson a little bit, but not. And his whole vibe was so different that it could have went left.
Yeah.
It could have been like, nah, get up out of here.
Right.
So I think at the end of the day, you have to first and foremost be yourself.
Yes.
Because you can't fail by being yourself.
Right.
If you're imitating somebody else, you might fit in because you're sounding like them, but the reward and that payoff is so much more greater because can't nobody do what you do, and you're not afraid to step inside of the originality.
Yeah.
So would you be? I'm sure you guys would like to hear. Would you like to share lyrically what you think? Like, say for instance, a lot of people that know me, they don't know you yet.
Right.
So I'm gonna put links down and let them know how to find you. But do you want to give them a
check it in the box?
Already an artist. This is an artist. What we do, right? We're always ready. But do you want to give them a little bit of KAYRINA's style and her?
Yeah.
You know, you can sing, you can rap, you can just say lyrics. You want to share anything?
Yes. I'm gonna share my favorite part. I'm gonna just sing a part from the end of Flying the Waves. I was just feeling this part the most.
Okay.
So this is the part I want to share.
Okay. Do you think?
And life will bring you down to your knees. You gotta let them know you ain't weak. And when they see the glow, they see me. Sometimes you gotta run through the breeze.
I like that.
Thank you.
Wait, life will bring you down if you're weak.
Life will bring you down to your knees.
To your knees.
You gotta let them know you ain't weak.
You gotta let them know you ain't weak.
Gotta let them know.
You gotta let them know.
And when they see the glow,
And when they see the glow,
they see me.
they see me.
But they see the glow first.
But they see the glow first.
Then they're like, oh, that's... And this is like an affirmation. So when you sing it, you're feeling it.
And I think that's where music really needs to be. There is so much sex, there's so much money, there's so much big butts, there's so much, about status and power on a material plane.
Right.
But we know that the most powerful thing is the mind.
Yes.
So when you being so young and being so positive, when you speak about something like that, I think that's inspirational. I think it's important. So I'm definitely rooting for it. And like I said, for me, I think being creatively, not everybody has the skill set. Some people, they're great at math or they're great at, fashion or whatever. But I feel like when you have that, when you're being used as a vessel for music, it's such a blessing. It's such a gift.
Yeah.
And it touches the soul in ways that so many things cannot. It's like music is the universal language, they say.
Yeah.
So to be able to share it, to be able to have it, I feel like you would be doing the world an injustice to not share it. So whatever, look, there's so much competition, especially out here in Cali. We all know that.
Yeah.
But I think what I found, and that's how I met KAYRINA, both of us was like, there was this open mic situation. It wasn't paid or anything like that. It was just like, hey, you had a chance coming out.
Show what you got. Show the world.
With her mom, and it was just like, I don't know, I think it was like packed in there, and we just happened to sit at the same table. I'm like, hey, how you doing? She's like, hey. And then from there, we was like, hey, Will, what you doing? What you do? And we stayed in contact. And I'm grateful that you weren't too shy or too afraid to put yourself out there, because this is how we connect.
Right.
By putting ourselves out there. Not asking for permission to, or not waiting for the world to say it's your time, but actually going and taking the mic and saying, I got something to say.
Right.
If this is meant for you to hear, you'll hear. If not, it is what it is, right? Right. But I respect your artistry.
Thank you.
And I pray that regardless of what goes on in life, you're able to spin those situations and events and experiences in a way that it makes your music only better. It makes your artistry only more powerful, and you have more of a story to tell to heal people who can relate, That's exactly what I'm trying to do. Heal people who can relate. Okay. You were spot on. And I think that's what music should do. I mean, of course we want to relate to stuff, and sometimes maybe you're upset or you're mad or you want to hear something that's like, you know, aggressive, but we want to relate. We want to feel. We want to know that we're not alone. And the songs where people are vulnerable and they're honest, they make us feel the most alive. Like, damn, it's not just me. I ain't crazy. Thank you. So thank you.
You are really hitting some points.
I mean, this is why I do what I do. Like, seriously. I mean, getting up there, again, when you don't have a record deal, or you don't have anybody sponsoring you or investing in you yet, it's a crapshoot.
Yeah.
And sometimes people ain't feeling it. But you have to feel it for everybody and believe that you're feeling it and you're being honest is going to touch the people it's meant to touch. That's it. Your job is just to show up.
Preach.
I'm sorry. I want this to turn into
No, you're on point.
But I really want to know, how deep does it go? I'm talking about your body, but I really mean your soul. You know I really mean your soul. You right here for the moment, how's it really gonna go? And how deep does it go? But how deep will it go? And how deep can it go? I'm talking about your body, but I really mean your soul. You know I want you in my bed, but before I need to see what's in your head. And maybe after you could get between my legs, cause sex is magic when you share what's never said. You seem a little judgy with your mental, but I could tell that you